Hello everyone, Mr. Nacho here, and today I have a build for you with Alpha and Omega. The build does pretty nice DPS, it has some decent survivability, and most importantly, doesn't have any exploits. It's purely a skill build, and I hope that you enjoy it. So when it comes to the DPS, we sit comfortably around 3.5k DPS. We get to 4,000 in the first magazine, so let's see. So yeah, 3,500 DPS regularly, that's really nice. I will also show you the setup that I'm using, which is main archetype is Hunter, the secondary archetype is Gunslinger, and the skills that we are using are Hunter's Mark to highlight any enemies and increase our crit chance by 15%, and also increase our damage by 15%. While this is active. It's also on our prime archetype because whenever we get a weak spot hit, the timer prolongs and we get this skill for longer. And the other skill is Bulletstorm. It's incredible, it increases our fire rate and reload speed, so this is extremely helpful with Alpha Omega, and it increases our DPS a lot. The relic I'm using is Enlarged Heart with range crit chance, crit damage and weak spot damage. We could also swap weak spot damage for fire rate if you're not really that sure about your weak spots. And then we would have to also change this ring to something like Vestige of Power or Stone of Expanse. Both of them work extremely well. When it comes to the rest of the jewelry, we're using the Necklace of Supremacy, which is after 7 seconds of not taking any damage. Our damage is increased up to 25% if we are at full HP. Probability Cord and Xenia's Malice are kinda standard, and this is my favorite ring recently, it's the Frivolous Band. It increases our evade speed by 10%, and if we manage to evade an attack, we get increased fire rate. And we are right now at 50 weight, which is medium roll, and we have 49.9% damage reduction. So we only take half the damage, but we don't really need to take any damage since we want to keep the Necklace of Supremacy active, and the Frivolous Band helps us a lot because our rolls right now are extremely fast. We are like light rolling right now, and because we have Untouchable and we have Fitness almost maxed out, we have an incredible dodge and we can avoid almost any damage in the game if we know the fight. The melee weapon, it doesn't really matter, but I like the World's Edge the most, so I'm using it. And the secondary weapon is the MP60 with Tremor and Failsafe, simply because it gives us some sort of an AoE and we can quickly swap it if we need some more ammo, because the reload on Alpha Omega can be pretty lengthy. So getting back to the traits, we have Longshot and Ammo Reserves because of the archetypes. We have Triage and Regrowth to get back as much HP as we can whenever we lose it, to keep the Necklace of Supremacy active. We have Fortify to take as little damage as we can whenever we do get hit. We have Expertise, which is cooldowns, Vigor, which is max HP, and Endurance just because we have to take it. We're mostly going to focus on Alpha Omega as a gun, as a rifle. We're not gonna be using its mod too much in the fights. We'll just take advantage of its firepower. And I have some clips that I've prepared for you on Apocalypse difficulty versus 2 different bosses, so feel free to comment down below whatever you think could be better with this build, and I hope that you enjoy it. Thank you and see you again.